Hi, this is Dr. Teresa Martin, founder of Generational Wealth Zone, helping you create a lasting legacy for yourself and your family. What I want to talk to you today about is, are you in business or are you doing business? Well, the first thing that I want to focus on is lender compliance. There are certain items that if we're doing business the right way, we know exactly what it is that businesses are looking for and what lenders are looking for. So if you're running a home-based business, let's try to switch that aside and now run a real business. And what does a real business mean? It means you're listed in 411. Are you using your cell phone? Are you using your home phone? Well, that's not what we're supposed to be doing if we're talking about doing business. We need to have a legitimate business phone number listed in 411. So if I dial up your number and I ask for your company, am I going to get your listing? If not, we need to change that. The second thing is, are you doing business in your own name? Which means creditors can come after you personally and you're personally liable for your business debts. If that's the case, we want to make sure that we're set up as an LLC or a corporation. No, setting up as a name is a sole proprietorship, and we also don't want to operate in a partnership, because technically a partnership is still you personally liable for your business debt. So we want to make sure that we set up an entity properly, and we want to make sure that we're doing real legitimate business. The third thing that we want to make sure is that we have a home business address that's not tied to our business. So if you have a residence and you're doing business, even if you're doing a home-based business, we want to make sure that we have a physical address that we're utilizing for our business, because when a lender contacts you from your application, we want to make sure that they're not going to your home address and you're not doing legitimate business. Lastly, what I want to tell you is, if you have a phone number or a cell phone or a business listing or anything of the sort, and you're still using an email that's Gmail, Yahoo, partychick.com, whatever the case may be, we want to make sure that we are seen and treated as a legitimate business. So what I want to make sure that you leave here with when you're listening to Dr. Teresa Martin, as you're creating your legacy, we want to make sure that we're building a true business asset to leave to our heirs. And that means that you are now lender compliant. So make sure that your business is lender compliant. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is your credit. This is a taboo. No one wants to talk about credit. This is not something we talk about at parties. However, lenders always look towards the owner's personal credit. And we want to make sure that you are 123. What does 123 mean? 123 means that you have one mortgage, you have at least 2 installment accounts, and that you have 3 personal credit cards that's reporting as a trade line on your personal credit. That makes you 123, and they're looking at that. The second thing is FICO. This certain thing that no one wants to talk about, 700 is the key number. We want to make sure that you have a 700 credit score. We cannot go after loans or business creditors and ask them to take us seriously if we haven't shown ourselves approved, whereas we're being good stewards of our own personal credit. So I want to make sure that you check not only yourself, but also check your personal credit to make sure that you are seen as a good steward of your finances, so business lenders will now take you seriously. So go after that 700 credit score. Treat that as though it is something precious than gold, because it is. And if you do not have a 700 credit score, that's okay. Let's work on that. There are things that we can do to optimize our personal credit. And if you are in business and you do not have the 700 credit score you need, there are certain things that we can do. Outside of optimizing our personal credit score, we also can go after a credit partner. A credit partner, just like in real estate, can actually now help us now optimize our business chances in order to get business approval loans. So let's go after a credit partner and give them 20% stake in our business for the use and the rights to use their credit to help us get where we want to get with our personal business loans. That is so important, and I really want to encourage you, do not hide from your personal credit. There are a lot of scams out there that will charge you $2,000, $5,000 and tell you that business credit scores don't matter, your personal credit scores don't matter, just build up your business and we'll help you get there. That is not true. More so than ever, prior to 2008, the crash, maybe that was true. Now, Business lenders are now not taking a risk on you personally, and they want to make sure that you have business credit scores established, and they want to make sure that you have an optimized credit report. So please take these things seriously if you're truly trying to build a business asset and build a true legacy for your family. We have to start taking our business seriously.